I see these demons, hoping I crash. All that I wanted, like the last laugh. Gotta move fast, get to the bag. I saw the signs for so long, just a reminder to hold on. Ain't gonna cry or go home, stay strong, yeah. Walls keep closing in, I keep going in. See that I'm gonna be the first, but they praying that I won't let. And you know that I get better when I wanna get better.
On my grind, it's 24/7, I don't settle. I demand my respect, cause they'll finesse you if you let them. Told myself I was the champion, went and got the medals. I showed the world my true colors, and they was black and yellow. I let the past be the past, I'm on a new level. It's hard to pick which car to drive, I got a few of them. The first to make it cross the line like a true winner. Cause if you knew better, then you do better.
Yeah. Better when I wanna get better. Chosen one, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that it's my time.
Let the past be the past, I'm on a new level.
No regrets, born to shine. I can't stop, one more try. I know that I'll be fine.
Yeah.
And you
if you didn't know, maybe better than us. One hand on his queen, left on the freak. He probably thought they wanted me. Shawty seen everything, and you know she got him beat. Cause her side ain't in the streets. She ain't the one to play with you. Her DMs, they be sliding like base hitters. And mother fellas, they be seeing her work. You say you want an angel, then give her heaven or earth. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't. But I think girls better than men. And I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah. She in Vegas, and Summer Lee with baller, she flagrant. Once a good girl is gone, she gone forever, more forever. And now she dog 'em out whenever. I respect your relationship. I don't care if you don't, but I think girls better than men, and I won't tell if you don't. A dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Oh, a dog gon' be a dog, but a gon' be more clever. Yeah.
bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out. It's hard to yell when the bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, bring 'em out, hey. Bring 'em out, bring 'em out.
With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the LA Chargers taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Two former division rivals in the old AFC West, the Seahawks and Chargers, are underway. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by a Southern California kid. Played his college ball in L.A. at USC. At quarterback, it's Sam Darnold. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Darnold now to throw. Rolling to his right. Smith and Jigba with the grab. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That'll give him 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Darnold being chased out left. And he's got some space here. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the 1st down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Darnold. Flush to his right. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Back to throw, Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door. 1st and goal. Now Darnold escaping the pressure right. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Here's Darnold, dancing to his left. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Sam Darnold taking it in for a yard out. And the Seahawks will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run.
Jason Myers, the kickoff for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to get this out to the 25. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
And when you see Justin Herbert, all you think about is he's easily one of the most talented quarterbacks in the NFL. He can make every throw, knows how to think his way through every game, and now the regular season success needs to carry over into the postseason.
Let's go.
Herbert off of play action. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Ernest Jones leading the surge there as he drops him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now it's Herbert. And this one finds McConkey. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down. They'll wind up getting 10 back there as it'll leave them with a 3rd and 5. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 20. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their 2nd drive. This could end up being a pretty big drive. I mean, look, yes, it's early in this game, but they scored the touchdown. They got the stop. And now if they could get in the end zone here again, CD, they could grab an early stranglehold on this one.
Yeah, they certainly can, and that's what you're looking for. Where's the advantage? Can you gain it? Can you press it? Now for them, finishing it off, because right now it's out there for them. They've just got to go seize it.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 5 at the 36-yard line.
Here we go, set.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Blitz coming, and down he goes. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. He'll look to throw. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 4 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis. Call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers get set to go here for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Herbert now. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Play action. It's Herbert. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And he's taken down inside the 30. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game. But in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Leonard Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. Down the right sideline. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton, 35 yards. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll run. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The former LSU Tiger Dante Jackson on the stop.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Now it's Darnold, rolling to his left. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Here's Michael Dixon now to punt. So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. And the momentum just continuing to build and build for them. They had the touchdown, their last drive to tie the game. Now their defense does its job, and Charles, all of a sudden, they've got a chance to capture the lead here.
And we're seeing a really nice exhibition of what coaches love to call complementary football. Offense gets a tie, defense does its job, gets the ball right back, and their teammates now have momentum. What a nice job they're doing, all doing it together.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. And that's going to be good for Chargers' 1st down as he'll take this up to the 38-yard line.
A gain of 7. 1st down, Los Angeles.
And that's a nice pickup of a 1st down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that plan any down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this 1st quarter. Now a 1st down carry for Harris. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, give them credit for trying, but there's no fooling the defense with that call. They were reading run, and they set up to stop the run, and then executed.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
Got to give the offensive coordinator credit there. He got right into the head of the defensive coordinator because right on the heels of the sack on 2nd down, he figured they were going to come at him hard again. And so he went ahead and hit him with a brilliant call. Screen pass works well enough. They're able to pick up a 1st down. That's one way to keep that defense at bay.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Now on 3rd and long, they look to throw. Well, nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Ernest Jones. Now 2 sacks for him already here in this 1st quarter of play. On fourth down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work.
Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here on first down.
And complete to Smith-Njigba.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot.
At the 29-yard line.
Looking to throw.
And he completes this to Walker.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on third down. They'll go jet sweep to try to pick it up. They needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
Defensively, they have that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field.
The last series for him, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10.
At the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jared Reed in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest about this one. This is the offensive line unable to counter the pass rush. They've been teeing off all game long.
It'll be a gain of about 5, but they're left with a third and still about 12 to go.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissling.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Chargers.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back to throw here, Herbert.
It's taken in by Quentin Johnston.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 37 yards.
First down, Chargers.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
Let's go, let's go.
Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Here's Herbert. Throw left side complete. That's Hampton. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Omarion Hampton with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Chargers have taken the lead. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that makes the score 14-7.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's second down at 7. Sticking with Walker on second down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game, because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. But he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
If this were baseball, we'd call this small ball. Instead of pushing it downfield, they throw a short pass trying to pick up the first down, but the defense rallies to the football and stops him short, bringing up a 4th down.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The fair catch is taken at about the 13-yard line here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 14-yard line.
Go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7.
Ernest Jones.
What a start to this ball game. Still in the first quarter, and he now has 3 sacks, on pace for double digits. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And that is incomplete.
A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Back to throw. Herbert. Now a deep one for Johnston. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Right there to bat that one free. Kobe Bryant defensively.
Well, if I haven't said it before, I'm certainly saying it now. No one throws a prettier deep ball than Justin Herbert. This thing's on a rope, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
We will get another look at Seattle's offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Darnold now to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Here's Darnold. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Darnold. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
The Chargers offense and running back Najee Harris set to take over once more. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. The Charger drive about to get going. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. 5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down. Now it's Herbert. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
I can't help it. Every time I see an empty backfield, I almost revert to college football because that's an immediate alert for a quarterback draw. We don't see it as much in the NFL, and he stayed in the pocket and threw one incomplete. But I think if you got a guy with wheels, it can be a really nice play because a lot of defenses, when they see empty, they come with pressure.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. And the defense coming through on third down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4.
And down he goes again, a bevy of sacks in less than a half. But this defense is still losing the game. They've got to fix something because there should be no excuse for losing with an effort like this on that side of the ball. They need to take advantage when their defense is generating this kind of pressure so early in the game.
Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who touched the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it. If we do, we got just 4 points on the board.
Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short. Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Walker now on 1st and 10. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? He's to the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 81 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Charles, they had 6 DBs out there. They were thinking pass. They surprised him with a long run.
I wonder if they saw that and just checked to it. Maybe had an audible and said, you know something, get 6 defensive backs, let's run the football. Let's get our big guys downfield and match up with the littler guys and see if we can create some space. And not only did they create space, they created a path all the way to the end zone.
Myers connects on the PAT, and we are tied at 14.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession.
and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 28-yard line.
Harris will start the drive out.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Looking to throw. Herbert. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
It's 3rd down.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and forever. Back to throw. Herbert. And incomplete. They tried to drop it off, but he couldn't hold on.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Here's Horton. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. The Seahawks offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this 1st half. To throw is Darnold. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Tuipulotu. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this 1st half.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now 3rd down and very long.
Faking the give, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away.
Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10.
At their own 11. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down.
It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down.
So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now it's 3rd and 3.
And I think he just wanted to give the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Herbert off of play action. A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. This is fielded at the 27. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Play action, it's Darnold. This goes to the tight end, Eric Saubert. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Oh, a lot of credit to the play caller here. He saw the design in his mind and implemented it. A little zone stretcher here because they started the tight end on the left side of the formation and sent him on a crossing route. And this works really well when you can find that space between levels, and they were able to do so for good yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. Well, he was really focused downfield, but there was really no viable options. The coverage was too good.
And the defense really quickened the tempo of that play with their pass rush because there was nowhere for him to go with the football. The only place he ended up, down on the ground.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. Off of play action, Darnold. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
They had 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage.
The plan was clearly to challenge them by sending a blitz on second down, but even the extra guys couldn't catch him in the backfield, though. He doesn't scramble for a first, but he does get the last laugh by evading the blitz and getting beyond the line of scrimmage.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Leonard Williams. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Everybody was coming on the blitz that time, and they got home.
And you know the expression, hat on a hat, in terms of blocking, trying to keep your quarterback protected? Well, if you don't have enough hats, that's the end result. The quarterback goes down, and sometimes he goes down hard.
On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. Following the punt return here, there's someone shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. The play fake, and it's Darnold. They'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards on the play.
That's good.
Kind of a dangerous throw there. He's off balance when he gets rid of it. But this is all about a quarterback knowing what he can get away with. And that time, it turns into a completion and a healthy gain as well.
Here's Darnold. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Tui Pelotu able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of him had almost no chance to block him? They were on him in a hurry.
And he's got Smith and Jigba. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. The offense on third down, just 1 conversion and 8 tries. Not good. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now Darnold. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Tito Agbanaya. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
On comes the Seahawk kicker here on 4th down. It's Jason Myers. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks will tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Harris running straight ahead. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And that'll bring up 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Fielded just inside the 20. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And out now come the Seahawks. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. Out right to Smith-Njigba. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Over 70 yards receiving now for him in this first half alone, as he's got a 1st down on that last catch.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. He completes this to Walker. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Heck of a play there to get to him quickly and get him down for a loss.
I think they did a really nice job getting ready for this game, scouting, watching film, and understanding defensively what the play design was.
They'll get this complete to the tight end Barner. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 43.
12 yards. That's good for a Seattle Seahawks.
Darnold to throw again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
A shotgun snap for Darnold. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Tui Pelotu. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. Here's Darnold. Under pressure, and they got to him again. And now that brings up 4th down there, a loss of 6 yards on the sack.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers offense gets set. They head back onto the field. Herbert going to lead up the Chargers here, 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Allen, the man in motion right. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Now it's Herbert. He's got room past the 30. And he'll be out right at the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they doubled it and get 10 here. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Here's Herbert.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott set to do the punting honors. This is taken at the 10. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession in the 1st half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Darnold. Throw out wide to Walker. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I should probably sign a hit, boy, because I got all the hits, boy. All that drink, you got to chill. I be on my little nice drip.
Darnold down to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Time.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
To throw is Darnold. They'll get this one to come complete. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. Here now, 2nd and 4. To the air again, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. That ball caught by his rookie wideout. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 21. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now it's Darnold. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Now it's 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. We'll pause for an injury. That's the quarterback, Sam Darnold, in need of some assistance following that last play.
Here we go, Shaq.
First throw now for the backup lock. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Seahawks. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Well, so much for holding them to a field goal. The pressure they got home on the previous play didn't hear, and that bought their quarterback some time to find a receiver, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
Here's Darnold. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open just a split second too late on the release.
We go, Sack.
On 2nd and goal, Darnold. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Cooper Kupp, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead. Well, that's about as quick of a passing touchdown as you'll ever see right there.
Everyone has a section in their playbook called the quick game. That was a super quick game. Out of the hands of the thrower, bam, right to the receiver, successfully for a touchdown.
How in-depth is that quick game part of the playbook?
It's pretty in-depth because people want the ball in the hands of the quarterback into the playmaker's hands downfield as fast as possible. There are a lot of plays, a lot of options involved with that.
Now Myers for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
after the touchdown. Here's Myers to boot it away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Chargers going to take over now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. Justin Herbert looking to pass. They'll set up the screen to Hampton. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him made. 2 yards to go, second down.
Go. Delta.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Over the middle, and it's caught. Keenan Allen. And Allen's going to have a Chargers first down as he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. Herbert off of play action. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. They come up on second and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Under pressure, they got him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Let's go, let's go.
So halftime here out west. Let's go east. That's where we find Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. And we welcome all of you back here on EA Sports for quarter number 3.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Chargers getting ready to go here to start this third quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Harris going to get it again on second down. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made at the 35-yard line. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Now, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback, and they're able to...
Nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Kappa.
Play action. It's Herbert. Now he's flushed out left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
And the Seahawks defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Leonard Williams able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Now we'll see what this Seahawks offense has in store with their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And they will finally drag him down at the Chargers' 38-yard line. 138 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go, set. Set.
And Walker once more. Now he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now Darnold. They're complete to Smith-Njigba. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 21.
It's a gain of 14 yards. That's good for a Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back to throw, Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Horton. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. That's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Darnold to throw again. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Sam Darnold taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to widen their advantage.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game. So they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. And the LA offense ready for this next possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
This is Amarian Hampton, and he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
They give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Here's Horton. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. Back out now comes Kenneth Walker in the Seattle offense. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space. You've run through it. You've probably got some help even from the wide receivers who want to catch passes as opposed to block, but they're helping out too.
Yeah, everyone's pitching in. He's had a good game. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Darnold. Pass caught, Arroyo right side. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That is incomplete.
On oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
To throw again on second down. Darnold. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. His big game continues. 10 catches now and another first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. And now after that sack, we'll pause here a moment because someone was shaken up on that play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Lock going to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Going right back to Smith-Njigba. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first.
Brandon, a good idea there on third down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop it well short.
Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. Was looking for the check up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Open man here is Conklin. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. This is taken at the 23. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Throw out wide to Walker. Fights off the defender. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
They certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Darnold. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Darnold now to throw. Over the middle, he finds Arroyo. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 37. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's good.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
Real quick, whole squad on that round.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. To the air again, Darnold. He completes this to Walker. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawks touchdown. Cooper Kupp with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now Myers for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And he returns this to the 22. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
They run again with Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
Taken down.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Herbert now. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now it's Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Herbert. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. 43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory. Looking to put a drive together. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Powering his way forward. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Well, now hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
We're going to set.
Here's Darnold. Going up top for Cup. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
To throw is Darnold. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now it's Darnold. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Now here's Michael Dixon. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And this has not been their best half so far. They're down double digits already and now forced to operate from inside their own 5.
And what they have to do now is not curse their fate as much as focus on the task at hand. Inside their own 5-yard line, they've got to be careful of taking care of the football and not turning it over for the defense to score additional points.
Set.
From down near his goal line here, Herbert. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down. Here's Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1. On the give, this is Harris. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Ernest Jones there for the tackle. They work now on 2nd and 9. Now a toss play. It's Harris. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
Camper.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. That's complete to Disley, the tight end.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down, Chargers.
Cap it.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down.
There he goes, and for good reason. Running with it has paid dividends earlier in this game and earlier on this drive. And until they prove they can stop him, I don't think he's going to be shy about continuing to run for first downs instead of airing it out.
And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Ready.
Off of play action, and here's Lance.
He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Tyler Conklin, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
The Chargers will
in motion, the tight end.
Lance going to try to throw for this.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field.
Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And we'll get this up just shy of the 30.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a first down, and that catch also puts him at 150 yards receiving now for the game.
First and 10 at the
back to throw, Darnold. Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's Darnold.
Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A well-designed corner blitz blitz that gets him for a loss of 8 yards.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
We'll get that to Charbonnet. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Chargers. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Okay, right.
Looking to put a drive together.
Down.
Well, started out with a run by Hampton. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
That one complete to McConkey. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
First down.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
This one finds McConkey. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Ready, break.
It's a gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Set, hut.
Lance looking to throw it. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. Well, we know Lance can run it. He shows you there. Nice play, 1st down.
It certainly appears that he's been able to get a read on how they've wanted to contain him in this game. He's seen some places where he can beat them in big spots, and right there, he slides in with ease for the 1st down.
Allen's got it complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
At the Seahawks 35-yard line.
Here we go, set. Hut.
Going now is Lance. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
8-yard pickup. 1st down, Chargers.
Well, it looked like a quick hitter, a 3-step drop, but when it's not there, what do? He elects to try and escape through the massive bodies up the middle, and he does so and picks up positive yardage.
In motion goes the tight end. On 1st down, hits Hampton. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play. Leonard Williams. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
6 yards.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Set, ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Not too shabby here. This will skip out of bounds at about the 12-yard line.
At their own
The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
But here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
On the toss to Chardonnay. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
And this is the worry because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important third down.
Now a 3rd and 6. Darnold on the move to his left. Yeah, he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. The Chargers getting set to go. Looking to put a drive together. They fake the handoff. Now Lance. And the Seahawks defense gets to him and they bring him down. Jaron Reed getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
I think we're both starting to run out of adjectives because this pressure has been relentless all game, but none of the prior sacks might be as impressive as the one we just saw.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Here's Lance to throw it. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Jaron Reed dropping him for the 2nd straight play. Might want to think about blocking him here on 3rd down. Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this 1st down. In motion right is Johnston. Lance going to throw. Right side, he has Johnston. Only able to gain a couple there. And that's going to make it 4th down. Did they maybe play that too safely on 3rd down? I know you don't want to just throw a ball blindly downfield, but that didn't help them a whole lot.
I think they probably said if it's open, take the shot. If not, get something safe because we do have 4th down to try and pick it up.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right on the 30. Good coverage there, holds him to just a 2-yard return following a punt of 44. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. Now Darnold. Connecting with Cup here on the out route. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Here's Darnold. And And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
We go, set.
Darnold to throw again. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. That time, Charles, great job keeping him in the pocket and not letting him escape.
And, Brandon, I think this was a great example of the front and the back working together, meaning the back covering, no place to go with the football, and the front, terrific job on the edge so he couldn't escape outside. And then, of course, the inside pressure kept him hemmed in as well.
They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Here's Lance. Short throw to Disley. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. Lance now to throw. Now a deep one for Johnston. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for L.A. Taken in at the 22. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. Off of play action, Darnold. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Faking the give, Darnold. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together.
Set, ready.
The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give him a lot of confidence to help turn things around.
Short throw to Disley. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Go! 33, yellow. Ready.
Now Lance.
Buying time to his left. Decent gain on the scramble at 6, but now it's 4th.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still, some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And we're throwing the open man. It's complete.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
To throw, it's Lance.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Ochena Nwosu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Ready, yellow.
Working from the gun, Lance finds Johnston.
So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9.
It's a gain of 8, and it brings up 3rd down.
Ready, break. Set, ready.
Looking to throw, Lance. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Leonard Williams. My goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
Desperation time here. Lance.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position. And out now come the Seahawks.
They can thank their defense for another stop, and now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock, work it down, and of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, everyone understands how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's 2nd down.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
Darnold now to throw.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
A play fake, and it's Darnold sliding out of the pocket.
A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
It's been a nice day for him as a passer and as a runner. One of the few mistakes he's made in this ball game. The wrong choice on that one. That one goes incomplete.
They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it, but can't convert. And that will force a turnover on downs. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready, set.
Play action, now it's Lance.
Under pressure, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Ready. Set.
And they'll send the tight end in motion here. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lance. He's across midfield. Now inside the 25. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards.
And here's a spot where this offense says, we got to start making something happen. We're down 2 scores. It's the 4th quarter. We've got to start moving with some urgency. And here's a big play that gives them a ray of hope that they can get back in this one.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Leonard Williams in there to get him again. That is sack number 6, one off the NFL record of 7.
Third down. 3rd and long.
Ready.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance.
And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, a 20-yard touchdown.
And the Chargers get a bit closer. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
So now a big play coming up as the Chargers are going to go for 2.
Let's go now.
Chargers will line
Ready.
up for the
They'll try to run it here. But he will not get into the end zone. And that one hurts as it will remain a 2-score game here in the 4th. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play. And here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
And Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Here's Darnold. And he's got Smith and Jigba.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
Jackson, Smith and Jigba, 49 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game. An important score there, CD, and now an important extra point because it would make it a 3-score game.
Love the map there, and at this point in the 4th quarter, look, we all need next-gen stats, right? We all use them, but we don't need them here, do we? Because that means it's almost a certain victory.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. And the Chargers offense back out and ready to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some play.
Oh, Lance has it knocked free. The ball is loose.
And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery and a Seattle touchdown.
trainers were very happy about that. Imagine having to go get him in the end zone, escort him to the bench, and give him the oxygen. They were loving the fact that he got in without having to run very far.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Lance. And he'll find his man on the out route. That's Allen. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
A gain of 29 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Ready?
Lance looking to throw it. Give him another one right back to Allen. This 2nd and 4.
Complete to Keenan Allen. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On the option right is Lance. And holding it, maybe the wrong decision as he stopped in the backfield.
Tackled back at the 46-yard line.
On play action, Lance. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Nicky Manwari. And the Seahawks are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. And it's probably been there for a long time. But now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body language, maybe even a little bit in that play call that ended up maybe closing them out.
The Seahawks again now ready to take over on offense. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, 4th quarter, and a chance if they want to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this?
DeMarcus Lawrence able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Throwing now is Lance. To the left side, he's got McConkey. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
Set, ready.
Here's Lance to throw it. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts
as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Shotgun now for Lance. Quick slant complete to Keenan Allen. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 28.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Chargers.
Lance going to throw.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And he stopped immediately there. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
Myers for the Seahawks field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers down by 13, 43 seconds to go. It's an extremely tall order in front of them, but they've got the ball with a first down.
Let's go.
Throwing to start the drive. Lance. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. The clock reading 40 seconds. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Lance. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is down deep into Seattle territory. They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
And the Chargers first down.
And he'll spike it with 16 seconds remaining.
From the 17, they work on 2nd and 10.
Set. 52. Set.
Lance looks to throw again.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
No tougher place to be in a spot like this than Seattle. Here's 3rd down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And they'll get him down 2 yards shy after a pickup of 8. 4th and 2. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.